Welcome to the Mario Kart Deluxe Battle Course ranking video. Now, how am I going to rank these courses? Because there's 5 different battle modes. Well, it's simple. I'm gonna take a course and then I'm gonna rank it 1 out of 5 in each battle mode. And then we're gonna add up the points, and whichever course has the highest point will be crowned the best Mario Kart 8 Deluxe battle course in history. Without further ado, let's rank all the courses, starting off with Battle Stadium. Just know I'll be ranking each course in this type of order for each of the modes. That's all you need to know. Anyways, so for a Battle Stadium, for a balloon battle, most people say it's too big and stuff like that, but I never really saw the appeal because with 12 racers, you're very likely to hit other racers. I mean, if you're with no one, you'll often just lay your guard down and then someone will strike you. So that's cool. Also, the size issue is still apparent, but it isn't as big of a deal as people claim it to be. So I'm going to give this a rating of 2.5 out of 5. Next up we have is Renegade Roundup. Now, I always found Renegade Roundup was kind of strange because it's far more easier if you're the one escaping from the cops. And this only makes it harder when your stadium is giant. So, yeah, Battle Stadium, you're getting a 2 out of 5 for Renegade Roundup. Chat, I'm gonna say this right now, I do not have enough experience with Bob on Blast and coin runners on Battle Stadium. So, I guess I'll just give it a 2 out of 5, just to be safer. Sorry, I don't know, man, I hardly play battle mode. Why did I make this? Okay, Shine Thief is where it gets a little bit more interesting. You see, the large size kind of makes it perfect for 2 reasons. 1, the person holding the shine has a higher chance of holding it for longer. And 2, there's more strategy to claiming the shine than just following the person holding the shine. Due to its large size, you can actually plan out to sneakily attack the person with the shine. And I think that's a huge benefit on this course. So, 3.5 out of 5. So when we add up all the points together, Battle Stadium gets a rating score of 12. Alright, next up we got is Sweet Sweet Kingdom, and we're going to start off with Battle Mode. Okay, when it comes to battle mode on this course, the layout is basically perfect for it. I don't know what it is, but the design is just really well. The only part where I feel like it's a bit unnecessary is this section right over here. It just feels wasteful and it just doesn't really add towards the map. Besides that, for balloon battle on this course, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Okay, so in my opinion, when it comes to Renegade Roundup, it's... well, remember how I mentioned before that it's a bit more difficult for the cops to get all the robbers? Well, this makes it even more difficult when all of your traps are right next to each other. In my opinion, they should have made it so that they were more separated to make it easier for the cops. But it's still a pretty enjoyable time on this course, so I'm gonna have to give Renegade Roundup on Sweet Sweet Kingdom a 3.2 out of 5. Okay, I don't even think Bomb Blast needs its own section because I like it exactly the same as Balloon Battle. Like, in my opinion, on this course, I just like them both very equally. So literally whatever I said in that section will also imply here. So of course the rating is going to be for 4 out of 5. Okay, controversial opinion, but coin runners on this course is fun. Okay, you see, the reason why is when the last minute arrives and you can only collect coins from other people, a lot of the times in the main center, people will attack and get hit and coins will spill out very oftenly. So naturally, if you want to get more coins, you either have to risk it all or not at all. I like the psychological thinking behind it, which is why I'm going to give coin runners on this course a 3 3.5 out of 5. That's right, I said it. Okay, Shine Thief, we got some problems. So, I feel like that it is way too easy to lose the Shine Thief on this course specifically. Why? Because of the lack of layers and simple design of this layout. You see, on this course, the layout is very simple, which I'm normally fine with the other modes. But with this one, it just makes holding the shine really difficult. The only part where you can kind of be safe is the staircase.
See?
So eventually they're gonna get caught there, but there's really nowhere else to flee. So naturally, yeah, this course is not really designed with Shine Thief in mind. So 2.5 out of 5. Alright, now we're going to be talking about Dragon Palace. And just a reminder, we are going to be ranking these modes in this specific order. So we're going to start off with Balloon Battle. Okay, I think this map may actually be a bit too small. You see, most of the people that play on this course, regardless of what level you are, will often be inside the temple and will occasionally go outside, but not really that common. And I feel like the inside isn't really designed for this. It feels a little bit too crowded. Especially considering the fact that there's only 2 alternative paths and a couple of exits, and that's basically it. It feels like a worser version of GameCube Luigi's Mansion. We will get to that later on, but as of now, Balloon Battle 2.7 out of 5. Alright, now we're gonna talk about Renegade Roundup on Dragon Palace, and I think they did a horrible job. You see, they put 3 different jail cells, and they're all super easy to just free them one by one. 2 of them are outside, which is a fine location to make it seem more spread out. But then they put another one right directly above them, which honestly is super weird. Like, this course, I'm not gonna lie, it might just be the most overrated battle course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's so poorly designed for Renegade Roundup and Balloon Battle. Will it continue this streak? Hopefully not, but I'm very disappointed. So, 2 out of 5. Okay, thankfully they did Bomb Blast well. I think they organized the item boxes very well so that people will actually go outside the palace and inside very equally. It's pretty nice. That basically means that Bomb Blast managed to fix the biggest issue about this course that I mentioned before in the Balloon Battle section of this course. So naturally, very well played, Dragon Palace, 3.7 out of 5. Okay, kind of a coincidence, but just like Bomb Blast, the layout of the coins makes it so that it's very equal between the people that are going to be inside and the people that are going to be outside. So that makes playing on this course a bit more fun. So 3 out of 5. Okay, Shine Thief on this course is actually pretty good. First off, everyone starts roughly in the same spot, which I think is kind of nice and makes it fair. Speaking of fairness, I think the level of difficulty of holding the shine and collecting the shine is very equal and is just the right difficulty, which I can massively appreciate. So, Dragon Palace, 3.5 out of 5 for Shine Thief. Alright, now we've got Lunar Colony and no! Okay, it's not all bad yet. I'll explain later. Let's just start off with Balloon Battle. Okay, so the anti-gravity makes it a bit more difficult to aim at your opponents, but honestly, I've come to the realization that it's kind of a skill issue, but it can be kind of annoying. So, Balloon Battle is fine, just a bit inconvenient. So, 2.5 out of 5. Okay, Renegade Roundup on this course is just stupid. They put the 2 jail cells right next to each other on an already small course on a mode where it's already difficult enough for the cops to capture all the robbers. Still though, it's gonna be 2 out of 5. But Bomb Blast on this course is so unbelievably mid. Because of the extremely poor design of this course, the entire match is just you throwing bombs back and forth and hoping that you hit people. It's so agonizingly boring and unsatisfying because when you do hit someone, you're like, oh, I'm lucky. Instead of feeling congratulated that you used actual skill to hit someone. This is also getting a 2 out of 5, but this is not even the worst mode on this course. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Coin runners. Now, this is one of those maps where you have to turn around to collect the coins instead of just casually getting them along the way. But you can't do that on this course because the coins are slightly elevated to the point where you have to be accelerating at maximum speed just to reach them. This makes this course play so agonizingly frustrating and annoying, and it's just all around a horrible experience to play on. If you're gonna play coin runners, it's better just not to play on this course. It's so not worth it. 1.9 out of 5. And the final one today will be Shine Thief. So, Shine Thief on this course actually works kind of well, because while it is a bit difficult to hit your opponents because of the anti-gravity, the map is small, so the person holding the shine doesn't really get much of an advantage. But because there's so many one-ways, most people will just follow the person with the shine. And that is a decent strategy. It works with Shine Thief well, but it's not that unique when it comes to working well. Overall, 3 out of 5. Alright, now time to rank the modes of Woohoo Town. Okay, so Woohoo Town, despite being big, it does its map pretty well, and that's no exception to Balloon Battle. Its maze section, while still being big, has enough paths and alternative routes to the point where it's easy to surprise attack, but also big enough to the point where you can relax for a little bit, but not for too long to the point where you'll get kind of bored. The open section is nice because it's a great way to attack people, risking it for all, trying to see if there's anyone out in the open. And the upper section is a bit useless, but it does accommodate because of its elevation changes. So, great map, 3.9 out of 5. Okay, now we're going to be talking about Renegade Roundup, and honestly, this is a really good course for Renegade Roundup. This is because where the jail cells are located, it makes the robbers have basically 2 choices in order to free their robbers. They can either take the interesting paths on the outside, or they can risk it all and just directly go from one of the main paths. This makes it very interesting, the match. It makes it basically a 50-50 on whoever wins. And I love that. So, it's gonna get 3.5 out of 5. Okay, so just like Balloon Battle, Bomb Blast works on this course really well because of all of the alternative paths, which makes it really fun because you can surprise attack everyone with your bombs. But that's not the only reason. This part of the course is basically perfect because since you're so high up, you can basically throw the bombs really far away. And that makes it super fun, especially when you snipe someone from all the way up here. And I think that's great. So, 3.5 out of 5. Doing so well. I just do not know how, but Woo Town is doing amazing. runners is literally good on this course, and it's not boring. And let me explain to you how. I think the layout of the coins, once again, works really well. And they designed it in a way to the point where it takes advantage of, once again, Woohoo's alternative paths. So, Coin Runners is getting a 3 out of 5. Alright, now we end off with Shine Thief. Last and certainly least. This is because this is the only time when I think the alternative paths kind of kill this mode. I think it's a bit too easy for the person holding the shine to lose it because it's so easy to get attacked from all sides. Even in the uphill section, it's relatively easy. And while I did praise other courses for having alternative paths to attack the person in the Shine Thief, I feel like in Woohoo Town, there's just a bit too much. So, 2.5 out of 5. Sorry! Alright, now we're gonna be talking about GameCube Luigi's Mansion! Okay, I think Balloon Battle on this course is a bit annoying. Like, it mostly has to do with green shells. Like, especially in the bottom floor, when they bounce off the walls, they're nearly impossible to avoid. And I don't think it's even a skill issue at that point. It's mostly just purely bad luck, which is a bit disappointing. Besides that though, Balloon Battle on this course is still decently fun, especially the last minute when everyone tries to get the item boxes in the middle. It makes it really risky but really high rewarding, which is pretty cool. 2.8 out of 5. Renegade Roundup is actually quite good on Luigi's Mansion. It's pretty equalized of the difficulty if you're a cop or a robber. The map is small enough to make it easy for the cops to catch their robbers, but there's enough alternative paths and layouts for the robbers to escape from the cops. This makes playing on this course on this mode pretty fun. So, 3 out of 5. Now, let's talk about Bomb Blast. This is actually, genuinely probably the best map for Bomb Blast. The roof is perfect because you can target people from above and be safe. The center of the main lobby is perfect, especially in the last minute, because you can get a bunch of item boxes, but it's very high risky because people will target there a lot, but it's super highly rewarding. And the bottom with the turns is perfect for surprise attacks. Overall, this map has everything going for Bomb Blast. It feels like this course was made for this course. Overall, I give it 4 out of 5. Next up we have is Coin Runners. Coin Runners. It's good on this course because the layout is quite nice and 2.8 out of 5. Last off, we have a Shine Thief, and I've got some opinions about this one. Honestly, Shine Thief is a bit mid on this course, in my opinion, because if you're holding the shine, it's way too easy to get hit, especially with the skinny hallways and green shells and stuff like that. So the game just drags on for a little bit too long, which makes it kind of boring. So 2.5 out of 5. Alright, it is time to move on to Battle Course 1, starting off with Balloon Battle. If I were to define this course metaphorically, I would define it as a plain vanilla ice cream with just a few sprinkles on top. Classic with a few twists and turns. And that's what this course is. The main sprinkles on this course are the walls that make up the layers of this course. They're so short that you can literally get on them, you can throw bombs over them, and you can use the feather item to jump over them to get an advantage or something. Not to mention there's also a glider, which is the only course in battle mode to have one. 3 out of 5, baby. Alright, now it's time to talk about Renegade Roundup, and woo boy, this course cooks. The fact that there's only one jail cell in this course makes it so that if you're a cop or a robber, it's very equal in terms of difficulty. Because if you're a cop, you know there's only one jail cell to protect. But if you're a robber, there's only one jail cell you need to free and worry about. Not to mention, the center being mostly grass forces the robbers to try to free their other robbers in very interesting ways, like using the ramps and the gliders, which honestly is really cool and a genius way to spread the opponents out. Because this course balances out very well, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Fantastic job. Bomb Blast, another W by Battle Course 1. The layers, once again, are pretty fun because you can throw bombs above them, which is really cool for sniping people. Not to mention, the glider brings so much versatile into Bomb Blast. This is what I mean, explained by Sheriff Productions.
But my personal favorite thing about this one is the glider ramp. It's the only battle course to have one, and playing this mode in Bomb Blast, where you can gather 10 bombs, head over to the glider ramp, and then drop them all on unsuspecting players you fly over, is my absolute favorite experience in this entire battle mode.
Also, the center of this course is absolute pure chaos. There's just so many bombs thrown over in the center, not only from the glider, but when people drop it to collect new ones. And I love that. It's such high risk, but such high reward. It's like in Luigi's Mansion, like I mentioned before. And there's honestly not that many downsides to this course. I can't really think of much. So, 4 out of 5. Awesome job. Okay, sorry I guess to end the winning streak, but Coin Runners is just mid. Like, honestly, I don't even know what to say. It's just mid. I don't know what else to say. 2 out of 5. Let's just get the Shine Thief. Okay, Shine Thief is a bit confusing because there's one advantage and one disadvantage. The advantage is that I like the pillars because it's a great hiding spot to be protected while also being balanced since the feather exists. However, the glider on this course is kind of a disadvantage. It makes it a little bit too easy for the person holding the shine to escape, on top of all the walls and pillars sort of protecting you. So it's a bit unfair, but not that unfair. Overall, 2.5 out of 5. Alright, we're about to end off with Urchin Underpass, starting off with, of course, Balloon Battle. Here are my opinions on Urchin Underpass Balloon Battle. I think the one-way walls make it so that it isn't utterly purely chaos like Sweet Sweet Kingdom. However, it does make the course a bit empty, but whenever you do meet an enemy, it is a surprise, and it's really fun dodging items because it's very random, because you'll never know when they're coming, and it's really hard to make U-turns. The difficulty is nice, but there's not really much about it. So, I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5. Alright, now let's talk about Bomb Blast. So remember how I said before that I like the surprise attacks on Balloon Battle? Well, they're amplified to a major extent in Bomb Blast, mainly for one good reason. You can throw the bombs really far and onto different ledges that you can't get access to. Because most of the walls are so short, throwing bombs and sniping people from afar is always really fun. And especially this section that you're seeing on camera right now, simply waiting for someone to come by and sniping them with a surprise attack is always fun. It's a blast to play Bomb Blast. You get it? That wasn't really funny. So, I give Bomb Blast a 3.5 out of 5. Alright, now we can talk about Renegade Roundup. Renegade Roundup on this course is really good because it requires you to create calculated decisions. You see, if you're the robber, the jail cells are basically right next to each other, so you basically want to stay there, right? Well, not really, because it's easy to get caught. And because this map has a bunch of one-ways, you can basically hide and try to sneak attack to free your opponents. It requires a lot of strategy thinking, whereas if you're a cop, you must calculate if the best choice is to stay near the jail cells or go out of your way to let them be free for the robbers to free and try to hunt others down as a risk or reward situation. I love this. So, I'm giving this course a 3 out of 5. Now, let's talk about coin runners. I have no clue how am I going to rate this course. It's good. That's literally all I have to say. 2.5 out of 5. And last but not least, we got Shine Thief. So, basically, the difficulty of holding the shine and getting the shine is pretty equal, but the way you can achieve to steal the shine is pretty boring. Most of the time, you just have to follow the person who's holding the shine, and there's not really that many creative ways that you can steal the shine. Yes, there are some alternative paths, but most of them are either just extremely slow or just way too unethical. So, a 2.5 out of 5. And now, the best Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Battle Course is Sweet Sweet Kingdom! Give it up a round of applause for Sweet Sweet Kingdom. Okay, so the reason why this video took so long is that I thought this would be much more shorter, but then I realized that there's like 5 modes for 8 courses, so then I realized, oh, this is going to take me a long time. And because I was lazy, this made the length of making this video even longer, but I'm glad it's finally out. I can finally make part 3 of ranking every single course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So, yeah, thanks for sticking by. Goodbye.